Welcome back, folks. This is Tommy, Help with Gadgets, and we've got another neat knife to do a review of today. This is the Fintiso Atlas. Fintiso actually reached out to me and sent this one to check out. I've previously done a different Fintiso Atlas, and if you want to check out the disassembly and cleaning, you can find that in my list. I'll probably have it linked at the end of the video. But I wasn't able to take this one apart. Wasn't able to get the pivot loose. So let's go ahead and do our normal thing. We're talking at about 3.5 inches on the blade length, which is, in my opinion, is really good, and just shy of 8 inches for the overall length. Let's check the weight. Let's tear that out and get this one set up here. We're looking at about 4.1 ounces. So a decent weight. I'm not complaining about that at all. Let's compare it to some knives that you may be familiar with. We'll usually start out with that classic QSP Penguin. And then we'll also look at a CJRB Pyrite. And you'll see both of those are smaller than the Fintiso Atlas. Let's look at a couple of those. One of them at least is a little bit bigger, probably about the same size. That's the Miguron Montreal. So you see there, it's about the same. And then the Vostede Acorn, which is going to be a little bit smaller there. And then we'll look at two that are probably going to be a good bit similar. We have the Ozark Trail, which is your super budget, and then we have a Spyderco Manix 2. All right, and then last, and certainly not least, we'll look at the Benchmade Griptilian and a Spyderco Sage 6. So the Sage 6 is going to be a little bit smaller, but that Griptilian is going to be very similar in size there. So as far as thickness, let's take a look at that. We'll set that down to the side for a second. We'll look at the thickness here. This is about very similar to what the Griptilian is, but you'll notice that the Griptilian has contoured scales, and the same goes for this Fintiso Atlas. You've got contoured and sculpted scales here. Really nicely done. Knocks off the edges right there, and you've got the milling here at the top. So lots of good things going on for it there. All right, let's go ahead and look. Let's see, the Miguron Montreal. There it is compared to the Montreal, and then we know it's going to be a little bit thicker than that Penguin, because that Penguin's fairly thin. Okay, as far as profile in pocket, there it is against the Penguin. And here it is against the Spyderco Manix 2. And there it is against the Sage 6. And what else can we compare it to? Let's compare it to that Griptilian. So there you go. All right, let's pull out a pair of pants, show you what it looks like in pocket. It's not super deep carry. Going to have about that much sticking up out of the pocket. Nice looking clip, shaped well with that groove running down the middle of it. And let me show you that clip. It is shaped to slide in to your pocket easily. All right, blade steel on this one is 14C28N. And I'm not sure what the HRC is on that. I think Fintiso says up to 62, but I don't think that tells us a whole lot there. Kind of a stonewash finish, which I think looks very nice. That's in my opinion, if you're going to have a black blade, it's either got to be DLC or stonewash, and this one is nicely stonewashed. The other thing looking at this, you'll notice is that it appears very, very sharp. And let's see here. I happen to have a piece of paper here, and it is very sharp. It looks like it, looked like it, and it definitely is. So, clean up my trash here. There is a space for a lanyard if that's something that's you're interested in, and you'll notice that it fits in nicely with the scales. It doesn't get in the way of the pocket clip. There is jimping here on the backspacer, but it doesn't really come into play. As you can see, that's below the level of the scales there. There's some jimping here on top on that flipper, and that's pretty much, well, no, there's some jimping right there on that thumb ramp. So, and it fits in hand quite nicely. Opening methods, you have that reverse flick. You can also slow roll it with the thumb, and you have the flipper. So that's all good. Price on this now, as of just before recording this, it was on sale for $41.99, which I think is a great price for this budget knife. Detent on it's nice. It flips nicely both ways. I can easily reverse flick it with my middle finger with the flipper, however you want to call it that. Lock up blade play, it's good. When I opened the package, it was great. Again, I've not been able to adjust this pivot, so I did attempt to take it apart, and that didn't go the way I planned. But I have done one of these before, so you can check it out at the end of the video. Scale material is, as I mentioned, is that G10, and nicely contoured. It gives it some character there as well. You've got, again, this milling here. All the edges are chamfered off that matter, the ones that will have your hand on it. The grip, it's comfortable in hand. Most any grip that I would try is comfortable in hand. So, what do I think about this knife? I think for the price, I think this is a good knife. I've had several Fintiso knives now, and thought they were perfectly fine for what they are. Now, granted, I've only seen, or I think the only ones that I've had in hand are the budget models. They do have some upscaled ones with maybe titanium or aluminum or something like that. So if you're interested in this shape, but you want something a little classier, a little fancier, then check out those as well. All right, that about does it. Y'all check out Fintiso. I'll leave a link in the description. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Hope to see you again soon. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think about this knife. While you're down there, please hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't done so. Really appreciate you watching. Thank y'all so much.